It often happens that people are confusing the terms of the narcissist silent treatment, ghosting, and no contact for something else. And these topics are in reference as they are related to communication between dating partners, friends, family members, colleagues, and not always with the best of intentions in mind. Here are the typical descriptions of the differences between these terms. First, we have the silent treatment, and this is a psychological abuse tactic in and of itself that is used by people with cluster B personality disorders, namely narcissists, to stop communication with their partner. Typically, when the silent treatment is initiated, the narcissist has sustained a narcissistic injury whereby a partner has presented a firm boundary and or called out the narcissist's offensive behavior, such as cheating. The narcissist cannot tolerate criticism or rejection in any form, even constructive feedback. That their ego is that fragile, and that construction of the false self is at risk of collapsing by this alleged offense, which is just a person drawing their line in the road over the narcissist's behavior. And consequently, the narcissist will refuse to respond to their partner's responses in regards to resolving this conflict in communication. And essentially, the narcissist, they will ignore text, phone calls, emails, and any attempt by their partner to resolve this conflict. And when a narcissist is faced with a narcissistic injury, they will frantically run off, trying to seem like they are the ones in control, waiting for you to beg them back. And an individual with narcissistic personality disorder is absolutely terrified of abandonment in any form from any source of supply, whether it's primary or a secondary source of supply. They are deeply afraid of rejection and abandonment and vulnerability, and thus they adhere to rigid, strict inner defense structures. They have thick and impermeable walls protecting a very fragile and insecure inner core. The silent treatment is used by narcissists when they desperately need to seek and generate psychological equilibrium and control in the face of a perceived abandonment or rejection. As the partner attempts to contact the narcissist to resolve the communication concern, seeking to create a solution in a mature manner, the narcissist is imposing this silent treatment, and they are meaning it in a way of a punishment on the offending party, sending that message from the narcissist that we don't matter and how dare you question me and I am in control. It is also a very immature temper tantrum, similar to that of a 5-year-old who pouts and crosses their arms when they are refusing to talk to their parent. The mythical final discard, which absolutely does not exist. The silent treatment is often used just before a final discard in the psychological abuse tactic of the narcissist cycle of idealize, devalue, and discard. The idea of a final discard is an absolute myth. It does not exist, and is often a myth with a narcissist, especially the covert narcissist, because when they have a relationship with you, they often keep you in their back pocket so that when their supply is non-existent or low, they are going to try to get you back in their life in one way or another. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to try to reestablish the relationship. It just means that they are going to keep you in their life in some way, in some form. So we have no contact, and this is when a narcissistic abuse or narcissistic personality disordered victim is the survivor of emotional and psychological abuse, and they may decide to go no contact. Basically, this means that you, as the victim, have chosen to protect yourself from further abuse by the narcissist, and you will block any and all communications between yourself and the narcissist by text, email, phone, social media, and so on. No contact is used when you as a victim decide that this is the end of the relationship, and you want to protect yourself from abuse and protect yourself from being abused in the future. It is in no way designed to punish the narcissist, but is used in response to abuse by the NPD individual and to shield the victim from further psychological assaults. To be successful with no contact in this technique, you must be consistent and diligent and strong in having absolutely no contact with the narcissist, like you have fallen off the face of the earth. The purpose of your decision to go no contact is to stop the psychological abuse in the form of gaslighting, silent treatments, projection, blame shifting, smear campaigns, and other forms of psychological abuse. This allows you as a victim time and space to heal from a toxic relationship without any contact from the narcissist. We have ghosting, and that is when a partner, typically the narcissist, and this is when they fade off of the face of the earth from all communications regarding anything from text, email, phone, and social media, and they are no longer seen. This usually refers to the dating NPD partner who sends a message to the other partner saying that they are no longer interested in the victim. This is the way that they don't have to face another person being discomforted by the reaction or the rejection. And it's a knee-jerk behavior to treat a person this way. When someone falls off the face of the earth without any reason and leaves a dating partner wondering what happened, the ghoster is showing that they are a coward and that they cannot deal with the consequences of the breakup, being anger, hurt, and pain, and this dating partner or the victim's reaction. This behavior is reminiscent of a middle school tactic rarely employed by emotionally mature people who possess integrity, empathy, and compassion.